Are you ready for a spine-tingling adventure that'll have you on the edge of your seat? Well, we've scoured the depths of the internet to bring you the most jaw-dropping and hair-raising trail camera footage ever captured. We're talking about things that'll make your skin crawl and your heart race. So if you're ready to embark on a journey that'll have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the world around you, then buckle up and get ready for a wild ride as we dive into the creepiest stuff caught on trail cameras that you won't believe. The unusual goodbye. The footage captured by a trail camera shows the turkeys seemingly performing some sort of ritual around the dead cat. It's a scene straight out of a horror movie, but this is real life. Experts have been left scratching their heads, unable to explain this strange behavior. Some theories suggest that the turkeys may have been mourning the death of the cat. Others believe that they may have been trying to ward off a potential predator. But the truth is, we may never know what was going through the minds of these birds. Regardless of what was behind their behavior, there's no denying that the footage is creepy and unsettling. It's a reminder that the world we live in is full of mysteries, and that we still have so much to learn about the creatures that inhabit it. Bigfoot or no? An outdoorsman by the name of Roger Williams captured a photo of a Sasquatch in broad daylight while hiking in the mountains of Southwest Virginia back in 2013. The creature he saw was described as being over 8 feet tall, covered in matted brown fur. Even though the back of the creature was captured in the shot, the image still clearly shows a humanoid figure with long arms, broad shoulders, and a head that seems to be covered in fur. Was it really a Bigfoot, or just a bear wandering around? Either way, the odd photo was sent to the local papers immediately. The image instantly gained popularity among cryptozoologists and was compared to the well-known Jacobs photographs, which were taken in northwest Pennsylvania in 2007. Williams also told the Finding Bigfoot crew that one of his neighbors had heard unusual noises just a few miles from the location of the shot. Later, Williams himself acknowledged this when he first released the image, saying, "The mystery remains." The glowing figure. Get ready to get your goosebumps on, because we're heading to the bluegrass state to explore an unexplainable mystery. In Kentucky, a trail camera captured something truly bizarre. A glowing humanoid figure stalking a front yard in the dead of night. Yeah, you read that right. A glowing humanoid figure. The footage shows a bright humanoid figure with a distinct head, torso, and limbs moving slowly and deliberately through the darkness, illuminating the surrounding area with an eerie glow. It's like nothing we've ever seen before. The figure seems to be searching for something, or perhaps someone, as it moves around the yard. But what could this strange creature be, and where did it come from? Some have speculated that the glowing humanoid could be an otherworldly being, come to Earth to observe or even abduct unsuspecting humans. Others have suggested that it could be a product of some kind of supernatural or paranormal activity. Whatever the case may be, one thing's for sure. This footage is enough to make even the most skeptical among us question what we think we know about the world around us. Is there more to the universe than we can see with our own eyes? Or is this simply a case of a clever hoax or misidentification? It's up to you to decide. But one thing's for sure, this video will leave you with a sense of unease long after it's over. The Vietnamese mouse deer. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we have some breaking news straight out of Vietnam. The Vietnamese mouse deer, thought to be extinct for 30 years, has been found alive. This is huge news for conservationists and animal lovers alike. The Vietnamese mouse deer, also known as the silver-backed chevrotain, is a tiny, deer-like animal that's native to Southeast Asia. It's about the size of a rabbit, with spindly legs and a long snout. And let me tell you, it's one of the cutest things you'll ever lay your eyes on. But don't let its cute appearance fool you. This little critter is shrouded in mystery. It's notoriously elusive, and very little is known about its behavior and habitat. In fact, the footage captured on the trail camera is one of the very few glimpses we've had into the life of this rare and enigmatic animal. Scientists believe that the Vietnamese mouse deer is a nocturnal herbivore, and it's found in the dense forests of Southeast Asia. Its elusive nature makes it difficult to study, and it's considered a threatened species due to habitat loss and hunting. So, while the Vietnamese mouse deer may be cute and cuddly, it's also a reminder of the importance of preserving our planet's wildlife. So, let's take a moment to celebrate this exciting discovery. Who knows what other fascinating creatures are out there, waiting to be discovered? The Devil Owl. Get ready to be spooked, folks, because we're about to delve into the mysterious world of the infamous Devil Owl of Mexico. Also known as the Stygian owl, this nocturnal creature is considered to be one of the most terrifying birds in the world, and for good reason. The Stygian owl is a large, dark-colored bird with piercing yellow eyes that seem to glow in the night. Its wingspan can reach up to 3 feet in length, making it an imposing figure in the skies of Mexico and Central and South America. Nothing special, right? I mean, sounds just like an ordinary owl, doesn't it? Well, wait till you hear about this. One thing about this guy stands out clearly. The yellow, flashing eyes can immediately change. These sinister-looking birds have reflecting discs that, when exposed to daylight, make their eyes seem exceptionally red. Devilish enough yet? Well, apart from this, according to local legend, the Stygian owl is believed to be the harbinger of death and doom. It's said that the owl's haunting calls can cause fear and despair in those who hear it, and that its presence is a sign that someone in the community will soon die. But despite its ominous reputation, the Stygian owl is actually an important part of the ecosystem in Mexico and Central America. It feeds primarily on rodents and insects, helping to control their populations and prevent them from wreaking havoc on crops and other vegetation. So if you're ever traveling through Mexico or Central America and happen to hear the eerie call of the Stygian owl, don't be too quick to run for the hills. It may be a spooky experience, but it's also a reminder of the incredible diversity and beauty of the natural world. The weirdest abduction. Philip Spencer, a former police officer, was traveling across the meadow to his father-in-law's house on the morning of the 1st of December, 1987. In an effort to get a few pictures of the sunlight at sunrise, he had brought a camera with him. In reality, the pictures he took on that particular day would eventually be published in international media. Spencer claimed that while using a compass to find his way through the fog, he came across a weird-looking figure. He immediately snapped a picture of the monster before following it and claiming to have seen a dome-topped UFO emerge from the ground and vanish into the sky. Although Spencer claimed that he believed the entire incident only lasted a few minutes, several UFO experts believed that he had actually been the target of an alien kidnapping, because once he arrived at his destination, the village clock was 1 hour ahead of his time. The images Spencer captured, despite being a little blurry, looked like it showed a 4-foot-tall, dark green alien being with a huge head and thin, long arms. Spencer took the creature's movement to be a warning to keep away, but he nevertheless pulled out his camera and snapped a photo of it. The photographs were analyzed, and it was determined that the figure was not displayed and showed no similarity with any native wildlife. The sighting has been brushed off as a hoax by skeptics, who claim that the picture actually represents another object, like a human being, or perhaps a cardboard cutout. The screams. In Texas, a local named Dan Robb was recording the intense thunderstorm that was raging outside his window. Suddenly, he heard a sound that chilled him to the bone.
There's a sound screaming. It's like
a series of blood-curdling screams that sounded like they were coming from the depths of hell itself. Dan was terrified. What on earth could be making those sounds? He posted the video to social media, hoping that someone would be able to help him identify the source of the screams. Many people were quick to offer their theories. Some thought it might be a wild animal like a mountain lion or a coyote, while others speculated that it might be something supernatural. In fact, the screaming sound Dan Robb recorded during the thunderstorm in Texas caused quite a stir among locals, with many speculating that it might be the legendary creature known as the Thunderbird. For those who aren't familiar, the Thunderbird is a mythical bird from Native American folklore. It is said to be a huge bird with a wingspan that can reach up to 20 feet or more. The bird is named after the thunder sound that is said to be produced by the flapping of its massive wings. According to legend, the Thunderbird is a powerful and majestic creature that has the ability to summon thunder and lightning with its wings. It is also believed to have healing powers and is revered as a spiritual symbol by many Native American tribes. But the truth turned out to be even stranger than anyone could have imagined. It was eventually revealed that the source of the screams was actually a valve being released at the Global Health Research Complex nearby. The sound was created when pressure was released from a cylinder, and the noise was amplified by the storm. Dan was relieved to finally have an explanation for the terrifying sounds he had heard. But the incident sparked a debate online about the mysterious and sometimes creepy noises that could be heard during thunderstorms. It just goes to show that even the most seemingly ordinary things can sometimes be more unsettling than we realize. A real goblin. The world of social media is full of surprises, and sometimes it can even offer us a glimpse of the most unexpected creatures. In October 2018, a user named Evil1030 shared a video on Instagram that had people talking about a supposed goblin caught on camera. The video was captured in the neighborhood of Pudong in Shanghai, China. The creature in the video appeared to be small, around the size of a child with a pointy head, pointy ears, and greenish-gray skin. It had a lanky body with bony limbs, and its movements were quick and jerky. The goblin-like figure scurried across a street and disappeared into the bushes, leaving the witnesses stunned and questioning what they had just seen. The video quickly went viral, with many people speculating about what the creature could be. Some believed it was a hoax, while others suggested that it could be a misidentified animal or a creature from Chinese folklore. Interestingly, the video was not the only one of its kind. It's worth noting that the idea of goblins has existed in human mythology for centuries. While there's no scientific evidence to support the existence of goblins, sightings like this one can certainly spark the imagination. Despite the widespread speculation, while it's possible that the video could be genuine, it's also possible that it could be a well-executed hoax or a case of misidentification. However, until more evidence is available, the truth behind this supposed goblin remains a mystery. Girl with deer. This is definitely one of the creepiest things we've seen in a while. According to reports, a guy who was out hunting outside Big Spring, Texas, around Sterling City, took a picture at around 3 a.m. with his gaming camera. Now, you may initially think that this is just a typical photo of some wildlife and nothing more. But unfortunately, it's not. Something that is considerably more terrifying has come to light. You'll have shivers down your spine as soon as you spot the little girl wandering around by herself, and the deer looking at her suspiciously. But here's the thing, the girl seems to be a ghost. Now this is definitely a bizarre and chilling sight that's hard to explain. What's interesting about this footage is that it doesn't look like any kind of camera trick. It appears to be a genuine and unexplained sighting of a ghostly figure in the woods. The exposure of the picture was changed to get a more clear view of what the thing was, which led to noticing two ball tassels. Now, the girl was either considered to be a Native American Indian child or a pilgrim child. Notice the similarity. However, when the image circulated, people had their own assumptions coming up as well. Some have suggested that the little girl could be the ghost of someone who died in the area, while others believe it's a completely unexplainable phenomenon. Whatever the case may be, this footage is definitely not something you want to watch alone in the dark. It's a reminder that there are still mysteries out there that we can't explain. And sometimes, the things we can't see are the most frightening of all. The Rake. Records of an American cryptid called to be the Rake go back to the 1600s, when a seaman reportedly crossed the Atlantic again to get away from the monster. I mean, we really can't blame him if this picture resembles what he saw. However, according to reports, a trail camera located in a wrecked hunting camp captured this specific image. Despite the possibility that this is accurate and that the creature is to blame for the damage, suspicion can be raised given the picture's hazy history. Is this the legendary Rake, or is it just a spooky edit? Now, for those of you who don't know, the Rake is a humanoid creature with long, sharp claws and pale skin. It's been spotted in various parts of the world and has been the subject of countless paranormal investigations. The creature is said to have a hunched posture and stands at around 6 feet tall. Its skin is pale and almost translucent, and it has elongated limbs with sharp claws that can inflict serious harm. It's a creature that strikes fear into the hearts of those who encounter it. It's almost like a twisted version of a human being. Its sharp claws and eerie posture are just a cherry on top, making this truly a terrifying sight to behold. In this footage, we can see the Rake lurking in the shadows of a destroyed hunting camp. But look at its eyes gleaming in the darkness, and it appears to be observing the camera with a cold, calculating gaze. A local resident stated the following: "I've heard stories about the Rake for years, but I never thought I'd actually see it on camera. It's a creature that strikes fear into the hearts of even the bravest hunters." It's unclear what the Rake was doing in the destroyed hunting camp, but one thing is for sure: it's not a creature you want to come face to face with. The Jersey Devil. Now we've got a cryptid from my own backyard of New Jersey, the Jersey Devil, also known as the Leeds Devil. This creature has been the stuff of legend and nightmares for centuries, with sightings and encounters reported throughout the state of New Jersey. I've already got chills down my bones talking about this. Well, according to the legend, the creature was born as the 13th child of Mother Leeds, a woman who lived in the Pine Barrens of New Jersey during the early 18th century. As the story goes, Leeds cursed her 13th child, which led to its transformation into the creature we know today. The Jersey Devil is one of the most enduring cryptids in American folklore. Its legend has been passed down through generations of New Jersey residents, and there have been countless sightings and encounters over the years. The Jersey Devil is a kangaroo-like monster with a dog's head, a horse's face, wings that resemble bats, horns, and a tail. Nobody is aware of its height, but some believe it to be only 3 or 4 feet tall, while others believe it to be 6 feet tall. The devil creates loud, shrieking, blood-curdling screams that have been described as otherworldly. It even has bright red eyes. People feel frightened after seeing it because of how horrifying it is. This strange beast is claimed to have roamed the southern New Jersey wetlands for more than 250 years before periodically emerging to terrorize the towns and cities. Well, despite countless sightings and encounters over the years, there's still no concrete proof that the creature exists. But for those who've had a run-in with the Leeds Devil, there's no doubt in their minds that something sinister is lurking in the Pine Barrens. And there you have it, folks. The world is full of mysteries and wonders that never cease to amaze us. From glowing humanoids and alien sightings to rare animals and real-life goblins. Are these sightings and recordings proof of the supernatural, or just hoaxes? Are we alone in this vast universe, or is there something out there waiting to be discovered? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Till then, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.